So what is the WAN? The answer to this question encompasses a multitude of hardware, software, companies, and ideas. Essentially, a WAN is something used for communication to a remote site using some type of long-distance service provider. If this sounds like how your phone works, you've got the right idea. The way your phone operates and the way computer wide area networks operate are very similar. And there's a good reason for this. They use the same hardware, the same software, and the same service providers. Here's an example. If your school needs to change their long-distance phone service, they'd call whomever they use for long-distance service, let's say AT&T. If they wanted to change their computer WAN connection, they would also call AT&T. It's the same company, using the same phone lines, using the same switch. The advantage of this is that you can use one service provider for all long-distance communication, whether that communication is data or voice. Also, there's just one communication infrastructure needed across the world, not a separate one for data and another for voice. Speaking of WAN infrastructure, ever wonder what it really looks like? Well, don't hold your breath, because that's what we all want to know. The WAN infrastructure is typically drawn as a big cloud with lines going in and lines coming out. This is because there is so much going on inside it that it's nearly impossible to figure out where all the connections are going at any single point in time. So everyone just thinks of a WAN as a big cloud. Once again, let's return to the phone analogy. I'll bet some people in your class probably have AT&T for long distance, others MCI, some Verizon, and so on. Do you think that each of these companies have their own equipment all over the country? Nope, they don't. All companies share and lease resources from each other because it is too expensive and just plain crazy to duplicate our entire phone system 5, 6, or 7 different times. The cloud is the standard diagram everyone uses to illustrate a WAN connection. As long as the information can go in one end and out the other, you don't need to worry about the specifics of how it gets through the middle.